BlackEarth is a company which listed on the ASX only 3 years ago and trades under the symbol of BEM. Its primary asset is the Maniry Graphite Project located in Southern Madagascar. From a high-level perspective, BlackEarth's Maniry project is a significant graphite project by world standards in terms of both technical and financial parameters, let alone its favoured location in Madagascar. We're looking to develop this project during a period of renewed interest in graphite, deemed as one of the key critical commodities identified by many first world countries. Recent interest in our company has been associated with not just our near-term construction operation status, but also because of the potential value that could be realised in the delivery of our downstream processing strategy, initially released into the market earlier this year. Our Donnelly River Ni-Cu-PGE prospect also has potential to add serious value for BEM shareholders, although it's still considered an early stage exploration play. To investors, the board believes that BlackEarth represents excellent value, with the DFS due to be completed in the first quarter of next year. Listed graphite companies who have completed their DFS have enterprise values of around $130 to $180 million plus. Our enterprise value at the moment is some $19 million. So we believe there is still tremendous upside. All this with a healthy cash balance and excellent liquidity. As mentioned previously, the market for graphite fundamentals are strong, and with the projected production start time to occur just prior to an anticipated graphite supply deficit, all bodes well for the Maniry Graphite Project. As can be seen in the attached graph, the projected growth in demand for graphite products is expected to increase by some 300 to 850% over the next 9 to 10 years. Supply growth, particularly in the coarse flake area, is expected to be very limited and potentially negative, placing the project and the company in a highly enviable position. Market commentary by those in the know is also extremely bullish for the graphite sector, as evidenced by the comments attached. In my opinion, while graphite companies have climbed relative to the overall index, the prices are yet to reflect the upcoming shortage in graphite supply. We've always stated that the company is a firm believer in the criticality of graphite in the global community's business. To that extent, we've been focusing for a while now on positioning BlackEarth not as a pure miner, but rather a long-term player in the global graphite supply chain. One of our key differentiators is the location of our graphite project, being Madagascar. Year after year, Madagascar has continually and positively outranked 90% of world graphite production as a location. With over 100 years of quality graphite export history, Madagascar has been the #1 supplier of graphite into the world's biggest consumer, China, the second largest supplier into India, and the top 5 suppliers in regards to the US. It's been deemed by the mining industry as an attractive location for mining investment, as demonstrated by the data here, sourced from the Mining Journal. This slide demonstrates the graphite potential of Madagascar overall. Some of these are in production, while others are in development. Either way, the country has the necessary skills to develop and, most importantly, operate graphite mines in technical, operational and financial ways. You'll note that our primary project is located just south of the recently financed Molo Graphite Project, and our other graphite exploration project, the Enapera, is only 5 kilometres north of the same project. Our Maniry Graphite Project currently covers an area of approximately 20 square kilometres and has a projected mine life in excess of 40 years, based on our current resources alone. Our exploration target of 250 to 380 million tonnes at 6 to 8% TGC, total graphitic carbon, provides us with a very long life and the potential to expand the current design throughput many times over. We've only explored about 10% of the site to date. The green areas, 35 in total, located on the map to the right, represent graphite outcrops, some as large as 600 metres by 350 metres. Finally, the bulk of our indicated resource already sits within a granted 40-year mining lease. Our last requirement prior to construction is the final environmental permit, which we are currently pursuing as part of our DFS. This slide highlights a number of key aspects about the Maniry project. It's both technically and financially robust and provides an excellent feed source for downstream processing. BlackEarth is currently undertaking exploration to the northwest area of the project for the purposes of increasing the feed grade in the early years to further improve the project financials. After all, a 1% increase in feed grade has the potential to improve our project's NPV from $103 million to 155, and the IRR from 42 to 55%. Thus, the priority and focus given to this activity. This slide provides an overview of our Maniry project. Low strip ratio, 0.9 to 1 for the life of mine, with a ratio of just 0.3 to 1 for the first critical 3 to 4 years. Simple mining with feed material available immediately from surface. Processing is only 500,000 tonne per annum, treating soft and low abrasive material. In terms of products, we're aiming to produce around 30,000 tonnes per annum. This will make us a material graphite producer. You can also see on the bottom right of this screen the potential revenue that can be generated from downstream processing, particularly coarse flake materials. Thus, our interest in pursuing this further as well. Also shown on this slide is the fact that we are now having development arrangements being put together with Tier 1 groups in both Europe and the US. RHI Magnesita is a case in point and is one of the world's largest refractory groups with operations worldwide. 2021 is a critical year for us, and with that, a lot of information is expected to be released to the market. As the slide indicates, NEWSFLOW is likely to include the finalisation of our large-scale pilot plant, exploration results from both our Maniry Graphite Project and our Donnelly River base metal prospect here in Western Australia. Downstream product arrangements, particularly in the highly leveraging coarse flake area. Continued updates on our DFS, which is expected to be completed in the first quarter of next year. An expanded resource as a result of our current drilling program in Madagascar, as well as discussions progressing across all our products. So if you're asking yourself, why BlackEarth? Then this slide says it all. Put together by Argonaut Capital, an information source from publicly available information, this slide concludes that if you're a true graphite believer, there is really only one choice in the market, BlackEarth Minerals. Thank you.